Right. I can't speak for anyone else, but I'm sick and tired of seeing on near enough every single video on blimmin' YouTube, always with the bloody arguing. Science versus religion. Oh, blimmin' religion says this, science says that. Right. I'm tired of having to write about 20 different sentences to get my point across to these people, so I'm gonna make a video and blimmin' say it all bloody how it is, at least from my point of view anyway, because this is getting really annoying. You know, I'm just tired of everybody insisting on bloody arguing about absolutely bloody everything. Oh, we evolved from bloody monkeys. No, God created us in his image. None of you know the bloody answer. None of you have a real blooming answer. You blooming religious people are blinded by the thought of an answer, while science is blinded by the fact that it keeps asking a question just to prove religion wrong. Science is blinded by a question, religion is blinded by a bloody answer. Either bloody way, you're both blind, shut up. It's really starting to get on my nerves. You know, you don't know. No, you don't know either way. Did you experience? You say, blimmin', Christianity, blimmin', says, Jesus says this, Jesus says, blimmin', that. Were you there in that time? Did you see all this blimmin' stuff happening? No. No, you didn't. So you haven't got a blooming clue either. All you're doing is basing off what you've been told. Same with blooming science. You don't know. Every time you think you have a bloody answer, you come up with another bloody question. Yeah, science has nothing but questions in it. Every single time you think you found an answer to something, another question pops up. That's all science is question after question after question. There is no answers. But religion is just as blind. It thinks that because the answer is there right in front of their face, it means they understand it. You don't. You don't understand shit. You know, there's a difference. I'm not a religious person, but I do believe. I do. You know, there's a difference between being religious and being spiritual. I am a spiritual person because I'm willing to admit that I don't know shit. I believe that there's something. I know that there's something. You know, you'd have to be ignorant to think that there's not. You know, to think that we're the only intelligent life in the universe is just foolishness. You know, who are you to dictate what form said life takes? Yeah, you can't. You can't dictate or say bloody anything either way because you just don't know. You know, why can't you just be content to admit that you're ignorant? You know, it's that simple. 90% of people these days don't even understand their own words. They speak, but they don't even understand what it is they're saying. They know the meaning of these words, but they don't understand the meaning. There's a difference between knowing and understanding. Just because you know something doesn't mean to say you understand it. And just because you know doesn't mean you're intelligent. True intelligence is a combination of knowledge and wisdom. If you don't have the wisdom to use your knowledge correctly, then you're just foolish. You're not intelligent. You know, how is it intelligent to create a machine inside our own planet that can simulate bloody miniature black holes? These things have the capacity to eat a solar system, and yet you go and build a machine that can create miniature ones inside the planet you live on. Yeah, because that's intelligent, isn't it? So intelligent. Oh yeah, Albert Einstein was a genius. He created the atom bomb in the pursuit of seeking bloody a cleaner form of energy. Yeah, rushing into something before first considering the consequences. That is not intelligent. That is called foolishness. In your pursuit for something, if you're not willing to take on the consequences, you're not willing to acknowledge them or even take responsibility for them, then you're nothing. You're nothing but a fool. Simple. Deal with it. If you can't even acknowledge your own bloody words, if you can't even understand their meaning, then how can you claim to be intelligent? They say we're an intelligent species. Yeah, whatever. Let's look at mankind as a whole, shall we? Nothing better than bloody parasites. Rats have more blooming purpose than mankind at this present blooming point in time. At least they feed the bloody cat. You know, what does mankind do? Nothing. Destroy everything it touches because destruction is easier than creation. We have the capacity for both, and yet we choose to destroy just because it's easy. You know, how is that blooming intelligent? How is that brave? You know, people learn, they're taught, should I say, history. They don't learn shit. They don't learn shit. Absolutely nothing. They're taught in schools all this. Oh, this happened, this happened, this happened. You know, they're taught how, but they're not taught why. No, because people just don't want to acknowledge why. Why did this happen? Why did this happen at this point in history? You know, we're taught how. You know, how the bloody war came about, how it was bloody fought, but we're not told why. You know, because people don't want to acknowledge why. You know, they're not willing to bloody look inside themselves and see what the bloody cause of those problems are. If you're not willing to look at yourself, you certainly can't look at anyone else. There's a difference between looking at something and seeing it. People don't see. People don't want to see because seeing takes too much time. Fools! Fools! I got no time for religion, I got no time for science. You're both just as ignorant as each other, and the sooner you come to the bloody conclusion that I've come to, the better everyone will bloody be. As soon as you're willing to acknowledge the fact that you don't know anything, the world will be a better place for it, because there'll be less conflict in the bloody world as soon as people are willing to admit that they're ignorant.